Working with the ExactApply nozzle body, there is more maintenance that we need to understand with this technology. The reality of it is, with just some simple cleaning on a routine basis, we have not seen very much issues out of this nozzle body whatsoever. So let me show you some of the key things to watch for. First, have a nice set of pocket pliers, I like to call them, to get these clips out. This will be the most challenging part of getting this nozzle body apart. And then your solenoids will pop off on either side. You do want to be careful of around this clip. It can be fragile here, and you don't want to break that. Nozzle body PWM off, and this is the PWM of the solution. Now these plungers, they just sit in and will pop out with the whole plunger intact. You want to pull that out of both sides. If you do see chemical that is set up inside of the nozzle body, Deere does provide a nice brush, and Dawn dish soap is a great solution to wash out the inside of these barrels. Lastly, there'll be a plastic clip at the bottom here you'd want to pull out, and then the turret will slide off as well. This gives you an ability to clean in or out the jets that go to the tips themselves. And like always, don't forget about the strainer that is inside of the tip, and you should have an O-ring in there as well that you want to make sure is intact. Spot On sells a really good solution that we can inject pressurized air to clean out the jets inside of the nozzle tips as well. The big thing that I want to watch for on the turret is these seals. So you have these green figure 8 seals that are around the outlet ports. You want to make sure those are intact, as well as these green O-rings. Those come in a seal kit very conveniently over the parts counter. What you'll notice in the field is if you have any of these nozzle bodies dripping at the end with the boom off, I would about guarantee that we'd have an issue with one of these seals here. There's also an LED light at the bottom of this. You want to make sure that that plastic is clean and loose of any dirt debris in order for that light to really shine well down across your spray pattern. Now, one mistake I've seen way too much is after we take the plunger apart and clean out the spring or check the spring integrity, we can't just put this back together. There is a torque spec for this nozzle. Deere provides a T-handled torque bit and a bracket to hold this plunger in place so that when you apply that tip back on, we now know for a fact that this is ready to be reassembled. Now, taking a deeper look into the turret itself, there is the plunger we need to make sure is free and well lubricated. If you tear this apart and decide that it is not moving as freely as what you think it should, again, Dawn dish soap is a really, really good solution. So in this case, I would use that because it is having a hard time coming out. So you take this apart, clean that out with the brush, apply some Dawn dish soap, reassemble it, and put it back together, and you'll be good to go. So looking at the maintenance on the nozzle bodies, probably the most important product is going to be a race. This will save you a lot of headaches in the field. It's an easy solution. All you have to do is take 2 quarts of this to 100 gallons and run a rinse cycle on the boom. And I highly encourage customers to do this on a daily basis. If this boom's going to set at any amount of time, let's reclaim that product back into the tank and run a rinse cycle with Erase. And what that does is it will physically pull the chemical and the chemistry out of these plungers, as well as lubricate and protect any components from wearing. Deere asks for this, it requires this. I'm going to say it's a must, not only for this solution, but any time that we're utilizing these ExactApply nozzle bodies. So think Exact Rate, Exact Shot, any of those other Deere solutions. Please, 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 let's purchase some Erase.